Hello everyone, it's a new year and we're going to start by taking a look at something new to the show. COBI is a Polish brick-building toy company founded in 1987, and to say they were influenced by companies like Lego would be an understatement. However, unlike the largest toy company in the world, COBI has a solid focus on wartime builds with a focus on World War I and World War II. So to start off 2021, we're going to take a look at a personal favorite of mine. Hi everyone, I'm Mac, and this is COBI Historical Collection, Set 2974, the Fokker DR.1. This is the Red Baron. Biplanes are iconic, there's no doubt about that. Everyone knows what a biplane is, even if you're not into the history of World War I. Fighters, stunt planes, crop dusters, and fighting aliens. If you've been watching the channel for a long time, since the beginning actually, you might know that I love biplanes for what they are. So when I saw that COBI produced an entire line of World War I fighter planes, what better way to start than with the most famous dogfighting ace in history, Manfred Von Richthofen, the bloody Red Baron of Germany, and his infamous triplane. I'm not an engineer, so I'm not even going to try to get into how much additional lift 3 wings gave to an airframe made of wood and paper versus 2. I'm just going to say it looks awesome. And if you know anything about history, or Snoopy, and you see a triplane, even if it's not painted up bright red, you probably still get images of dogfights over the European front. I would argue that the triplane is one of the most iconic combat planes in history, along with the F-14 Tomcat. And COBI puts this piece of history on your shelf in wonderful detail. And I say put on your shelf because COBI seems to treat their builds more as display models rather than toys. The first thing you'll notice is the lack of exposed studs anywhere on this model. Everything is smooth and clean, and the only sign of brick building anywhere on this is the underside, where you can see the anti-studs underneath the wings. In addition to being constructed of smooth plate pieces, there are numerous molded pieces that are being used for this build that have been used for other biplane builds in the COBI collections. Things like the tail wings and the upright rudder, the specially molded piece that fits around the pilot's seat with the rounded headrest, pivoting flaps on the upper wings of the plane. Up front we can see the cowling for the propeller motor and the spinning propeller itself, and the small build for the twin 7.92mm machine guns. A small addition that I love the look of, by the way. I don't know why this little part appeals to me so much, it just does. Further, it's hard to see, but there's even a moving control stick that rises up from between the pilot's legs in the cockpit. There are only 2 stickers on this build, and that is the 2 German iron crosses on the upper wings of the plane. The stickers are sharply printed and look fairly well. The only reason that they might look a little bit wonky is my inability to apply stickers with a steady hand. And you can see that COBI subscribes to the early 80s Lego mindset of applying stickers across numerous pieces. This is another aspect that leans more into the model aspect of the build rather than the toy. If you want to break this down and rebuild or repurpose it, then you have to take the stickers off and you'll probably ruin them. The rest of the graphics of the Fokker DR.1 are printed pieces with the crosses on the tail of the plane and the upright rudder itself. On each side of the fuselage, under the pilot's seat, are printed pieces giving the plane the designation FOK.DR1 425/17, the serial number of the actual triplane of the Red Baron himself. Mega Construx has their micro-action figures, Creo has Creons, and Lego of course has their minifigs. I don't know if COBI has a name for their figures, so for now we're just going to refer to them as minifigures. And the one that comes with the Fokker DR.1 is, well, just look at him. This is Manfred Von Richthofen in minifigure form, and for as ridiculous as that may sound, this figure is actually pretty awesome. First of all, and I can't believe I'm saying this is actually a pretty good representation of the real-life Red Baron himself. The front print is detailed, like really detailed, mimicking Von Richthofen's actual uniform in color and placement of medals and badges. I'm not going to pretend to know what all the metal is the bloody Baron wore on his chest, but it does look impressive, doesn't it? It might be me, but I even feel like the face sculpt resembles the Baron as well. Articulation is what you would expect for a figure like this, with a head swivel, shoulder and wrist rotation, as well as hip pivot, But the COBI minifigures also sport a waist twist. Faces are sculpted on COBI figures, so there is only one face for the figure, and he only comes with a flight cap and no hairpiece. But it is worth noting that LEGO minifig hairpieces fit on this figure as well. The paint application of this figure is glossy, bold, and really pops. One final piece that this build comes with is a small 2-piece name plaque that can be used when displaying your Fokker DR.1. If you like biplanes and triplanes, if you're a history buff, if you're a student of aerial combat, if you enjoy brick building sets that lean more into display pieces rather than toys, or any other number of reasons you can think of, I really think you're going to enjoy COBI's Fokker DR.1. Not only does it look great, but it was fun to put together as well, and I definitely plan on picking up the British Sopwith Camel, the Fokker D1 biplane, and other builds such as the World War II Corsair. When we're talking about the price-to-piece ratio, well, it is considerably higher than LEGO. The Fokker DR.1 ranges in price, but the standard seems to be $30, putting the price-to-piece ratio at 17 cents per piece, making it, admittedly, on the pricey side. And with this being my first COBI set, I'm not sure if this is a standard for their build sets or not. If you can see fit to spend the money, though, I don't think you're going to be disappointed with the end result. COBI is a European company and not easily found in the States. This Fokker DR.1 can be found on Amazon, and COBI's homepage, COBI.com, does not sell in the States or, as far as I know, Canada. For that, you have to go to BuildCOBI.com. There will be links to all of this in the description below. If you're interested in learning who Manfred Von Richthofen, aka the Red Baron, actually was, check out the links below. I'll put a link down there for a video that tells you all about him. While you're at it, don't forget to check out my homepage for the other channels that are part of the Main Event Collectors, and take a look at the main event video I have posted at the end of this one. Let me know what you think of this set, and if you're interested in more COBI builds. Did I mention they also produce a Top Gun 2 branded Super Hornet? Happy New Year, everyone. Stay safe, stay healthy, and as always, thank you for watching.